Welcome to Njenje Media channel. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and remember to click on the bell icon for notifications. Ohaneze president is very, very angry. If you remember, yesterday the Arewa Youth Forum issued a statement threatening the whole Southerners to leave north if Buhari does not bring back the suspended RUGA Fulani Settlement. Nyanwodo released a press statement and it reads, "My attention has been drawn to the broadcast by Abdul Laziz Suleiman, speaking for the coalition of northern groups, in which he had the audacity to give the federal government a 30-day ultimatum to rescind its decision of its RUGA settlements policy, or Nigerians will suffer as they have threatened hell and brimstone."
While we warn all state governors that stand against the implementation of the RUGA initiative to desist and give peace a chance, we place President Buhari and the federal government on notice that they must act to halt and completely stop this raging madness within 30 days, beginning from today, Wednesday, July 3, 2019. For the avoidance of doubt, we advise the federal authorities and the southern leaders to heed the 30-day notice, failing which we would most definitely be left with no option than to consider resorting to our decisive line of action.
Abdul went further to threaten the expulsion of Southerners resident in the north at the expiration of the 30-day deadline if the federal government does not rescind its suspension decision. Nyanwood angrily said, "This is irresponsible, unlawful, provocative outburst, and it reminds me of the quick notice from the northern youth 2 years ago when IPOP merely demanded for a date for referendum. What is wrong with a referendum? When a people think this marriage is no longer working, won't you give them the chance to say, I want to stay or I want to go out?" Nyanwodo went further to say, "Ohaneze Ndiigbo insists that the RUGA policy is an Islamization and a Fulanization policy and agenda. It is a violation of our constitution and the Supreme Court decision on the Land Use Act. Its suspension without cancellation leaves the federal government still in violation of these our laws. The threat to evict law-abiding Nigerian citizens from their places of abode in northern Nigeria, it is a treasonable felony, and obviously, like the gun-trouting headsmen, will go unnoticed by our federally controlled law enforcement agencies. Let Abul, the federal government, and others like them take notice that Ohaneze has no objections to all Igbos in the north returning home, so long as all northerners in the east leaves the east and return and dismantle the federal structure imposed on us by the military regime and return to our autonomous federating unit. The nepotism exhibited by the federal government, her duplicity of double standard in laws enforcement, her undisguised Fulanization policy, it's repugnant to rule of law and good governance." Nyanwodo went further to say, "We will no longer tolerate any further threat from these northern warmongers. After all, who should be the aggrieved under the circumstances? The millipede that has been matched is whimpering when the person that matched it is complaining that his foot has been soiled. The South, that is bearing the yoke of oppression from cattle headers, are trying their best to coexist with the aggressors, yet it is the aggressors that are threatening further mayhem. This cannot be," Nyanwodo decried. "I call on Igbos to be ready to defend themselves. Enough of this nonsense and enough of this threat." This message signed by Chief Nyanwodo, President General Ohaneze Ndiigbo. Njenje Media channel will add, it is time. It is time that we no longer listen to these idiots. Let the nation divide. Let the Arewas be on their own. Let the Oduduwas be on their own. And let the Biafra unite. The old eastern region, let them unite with their brothers that was seceded from us and went to the Cameroons, the Ambazonians. Let them come back home and let us build a formidable nation. A nation that will surprise the world in 10 years' time. People will be begging on their knees for us to grant them visa to come into our land. This is Njenje Media. Subscribe to the channel for more analysis and updates.